right now, I'm gonna be talking.
You're
How's
talking.
that? Okay. Point goes in down and first.
I wasn't recording. Can we do all that again?
Any of y'all ever watch MMA?
Yes.
Does it get recorded? Anybody want to record what's fixing to happen? Okay.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, the facility you're in will have catheter start kits, which are like this one. There should be some of these in your kits. In this one, there is your sterile gloves. But guess what? This is not a fully sterile procedure. The only part that has to stay sterile is the end of whatever's going into the catheter. The catheter itself and the inside part of that hub. Okay? This can be done with non-sterile gloves. You have to be careful. You have a little Tegaderm in there. That's your dressing that goes over it. And it's actually got a little cute piece of tape on there that you get to write on and put your time, date, and initials, and it peels off and sticks on the dressing. Isn't that sweet? Some of these will be a little larger than that, and they'll have like 2 or 3 pieces of tape that are on one end of it. Alcohol pads, for those of you that keep forgetting to put them in your pockets. How to clean up your mess when you're done. Betadine, which never gets used on our mannequins because it will stain them. Tape and tourniquet. Huh?
That's if we have that.
Have you not done
We should have
Yes,
3
I
or
have
4.
done through it.
Okay.
We
And
have
you don't
like 2 or
remember
3 of
seeing
them.
anything like
I've
that?
gone through everything.
I have.
I think there's 2 of them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This is not for copying your friendly neighborhood recorder.
I'm gonna get out of her way.
Put it in place early on to where you know where it is. But don't tighten it up until you get ready to start doing things, okay? Has anybody ever had a tourniquet left on your arm?
Yes.
Yeah, at least that.
And your opinion of that was?
I'll take it
I
off
could
and
feel my
slap
arm for a couple of hours.
Yeah. And if you leave it on and start the IV, you can actually blow it out. Not good. So. Who has started an IV before?
Who is not what?
You want to start an IV?
Oh, I want
No?
to.
I will.
Oh, I got big hands.
Can I try?
Are you gonna run? Hold on. Are you gonna run through it first so that I can
can.
record it?
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah, you do it first.
Okay.
You know we're gonna be Parkinson's at home and you ain't gonna know it.
Alright.
Mr. Brasso, I'm going to get you to move your arm over here,
What is
please.
his name?
Russell?
Brasso.
He's Mexican.
You see the arm is the rest of him.
What does Brasso mean?
Italian.
Arm.
I said Italian. That's funny. Yeah. I didn't know. You're so smart.
Brazos and Brasso
It just
are the
sounded
same
Italian.
thing. One is Italian, one is Hispanic.
It is.
Are we gonna have to be sterile tomorrow?
No, I am just in the habit of, okay?
No.
This is me being me, okay? If I got sterile gloves, I put them on in a sterile fashion. If I don't have sterile gloves, I don't. So, this is just me being me. Because like I said, these, you can start an IV and don't need sterile gloves.
Lord, you're like right there.
Okay? Ta-da! Now, I can't do anything else with these and keep them sterile, can I? So why did I bother? Because I'm used to doing it that way.
That's
But you don't
Sure can
have to
take
stay
it around.
sterile.
Where are you gonna want us to do that tomorrow?
Put you there.
It can go in the hand, it can go in the arm. If you look, this guy has got a whole lot of telltale places where he has been done. He actually has some places where he's leaking because people have stuck him with needles that were too big after they were told not to. You can actually see some of the places.
Yeah.
Okay?
And is it the smaller the number, the bigger the needle, or is it the opposite?
The bigger the number, the smaller the gauge. It's kind of like a shotgun. You know, a 20 gauge shotgun is smaller than a 12 gauge shotgun. Okay?
Is there a way to shut these lines off so that stuff isn't leaking out?
Why would I not want it to leak?
That's fine. She needs it.
No.
Oh,
It's gonna flash.
That's blood.
never mind.
Blood. See how you
Just
are?
thinking not about not
Okay.
wasting it is all.
I got more.
Good.
He's got plenty of blood.
That don't
So
come
I'm
out.
gonna clean this area with alcohol because we do not use betadine on this. I'm going to go ahead.
And most of the
While
times,
that
like
is
in the ER,
drying.
they just use alcohol. They don't use the betadine, do they?
Huh?
Like every time I've been in like the ER, they just use alcohol. They never use the betadine.
No, I won't.
That's because I had taken that apart earlier.
So how do you know how tight to put the tourniquet?
You just
Snug
When
it,
you see it, like,
snug it up.
mine turns black.
No.
I'm just kidding.
get me back this on you and show you.
Okay. I have this, and it has been in there, okay? I find where my bevel is,
There we go. 1, 2, 3.
go in,
Ooh, that
see my
hurts.
flashback? Advance that,
Professor Bell.
get this ready.
God, I hate all these.
I'm gonna put pressure right there. Pull this out, put it out of my way, see how it makes a mess?
Yes, ma'am.
See what I was telling you about the red stuff does not ever go away? Well, guess what? I don't have it on me, so I'm not worried about that.
Oh, you're
Sit,
bending it.
stay.
It's plastic. That part's.
It's a
plastic.
soft plastic.
Yeah, like a
It doesn't. The needles already come out.
It still
Yeah, I know.
hurts.
Exactly.
I hate the hands. I hate it. It's inside of you.
Okay, this is the way,
That's the trigger?
hang on guys, this is the way theoretically that you are supposed to use the dressings, okay?
How'd you know which vein to use?
It's the one that I can feel the
You pick one.
easiest.
You don't have to use.
So
Okay.
if you, like you could go for the bigger ones like
Another
this.
thing you can do, since I have tape in here,
I don't thought that was a vein.
I can get rid of the little end.
Sorry, am I all up in your business, Court?
I can tear tape to where it's small like this and run it underneath. Come here, you. And go across and over, and I can go the same way and do a chevron across it. You can also do a single piece chevron where you go across and then cross it over, but that usually works better when you have those that have the wings on them. This one does not have the wings on it. Okay. Open this. Push. It runs good.
Where's that liquid going to?
It goes into his arm and back up into those little bags.
So I have a question. In our skills kit, we have like 2 of these, give or take.
Mhm.
So what's gonna happen like if we, I mean, we'll have like 2 times to practice, like, does that make sense?
Probably just open one.
Yeah, but
Tape it.
in the arm. How are you going to use it?
Okay.
Okay. You know how y'all were talking about, you know, that moved and that bent and everything? Instead of using this first, I can use tape to stabilize it by taking one piece of tape and right across that hub, lay it down,
Oh, like before you even go into the okay.
tape it down, then I can peel this off and lay it over the top of that stick.
And not have to hold it.
And not, well, one, you don't have to hold it, and two, you don't have as much chance of bending. Okay?
But you still have to put the pressure. Now, do you put the pressure like up here
I put the pressure where I'm.
above the
over-
cannula?
No, over the cannula.
Okay.
Is that when you're changing it out?
Yep. Thank you. And see, I would have been in trouble and I would have failed because I didn't release the tourniquet.
So when do we release the tourniquet? As soon as we get the,
As soon as you get the flash.
Before I flushed it.
okay.
Anytime before I flush it. Paybacks are,
No, I was untying it. It
I was
didn't
gonna say,
hurt.
I was gonna say, paybacks have fangs, okay?
I was just seeing if I knew how to tie it.
And they bite.
Haven't you done this before?
Yeah, I was just seeing if I
So
remember.
can we at
how to
least
tie
like,
it.
put like that on each other? Like,
I know,
put it
like-
on just to like see how the veins.
The tourniquet, as long as you don't go too tight with the tourniquet, I don't care if you, but anybody pops somebody with a tourniquet, we're gonna have an issue. But if you wanna practice putting the tourniquet on,
Just
take
to
the
like
tourniquet
see
off,
and stuff.
learning how to tie it, to get it to hold.
At
'cause
what point during the IV do you take it off? Like once you're in full,
Once I'm in and secured this,
take it off.
then I'll take the tourniquet off.
Anytime before you flush the line,
Right.
she said.
Because I don't wanna put any pressure on the line. And if you're doing one of the ones to where this goes directly onto here, you know, you're gonna wanna make sure everything is secured before you try to flush anyway, but you've got to stabilize and secure your IV before you take it off, because when you turn loose, what's gonna happen is it's gonna fall off. You're gonna stick them again and they're not gonna like it.
Okay.
So I have a question. We only have 2 of those kits in our kit. How are we gonna practice? Like, I mean, we only have
Carefully.
one. Because you can't stick it back together, right?
Yeah, you can put it back together.
So we just need to